What's up, guys? I need some light out here. It's dark. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Let's see if this is working. See if the stream is running on X and YouTube. Looks like Futures had a good pop. SPY and Qs are up nicely, making new all-time highs after hours. Alright. Mosquitoes are bad. I'm getting eaten alive. Turn the fire on. Yeah. Gonna be super hot if I turn this fire pit on. It's already like 90 degrees out here right now. Alright. Sent out the link in Discord. For the ones here on X, if you could like and repost the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. It is recorded as always and will be saved to the YouTube channel, also on my X profile. So the ones that cannot attend this session live, they can watch the recording later on. Just to go over some of the charts that I'm looking at for this week. I'm not too concerned with SPY, QQQ, and IWM. I mean, I'll try to trade the small account this week with these names and see if I can hit the $4,000 goal on that account. But maybe these are, one trade every day kind of thing. But just making new all-time highs and grinding higher. So just able to scalp it kind of intraday is what I've been doing up here, these all-time highs on SPY and Qs. So for, I think SPY is up. Actually, let me do IWM. What is SPY up to after hours? SPY is about to hit 640 right now after hours. IWM, a little bit different story. A little bit of a better story. Weekly looking good on IWM, coming up to this area of resistance though, around like to midpoint of this is like 227. So see if we get a move over 227.50, go to 230. IWM has not made new all-time highs yet, but SPY and Qs obviously have, holding this trend upside. So I would watch 227.50 and 223.50 for IWM for continuation upside or potential downside if it breaks that first trend line there. So those are the only two levels on IWM I'd be watching. Again, 227.50 and 223.50. Qs is at 640, SPY's at 640. Qs is at almost 570 right now on QQQ. So Qs is currently sitting around up here. So 570 and 566 will be the two levels mainly on QQQ. For SPY, 540 and 537.3. SPY is currently up to 540. So those will be the main two spots I'll be watching at SPY going into the morning for upside and downside. Ticker FDX is FedEx. Watching this name right here on the daily chart hitting the 200. Weekly, very nice green weekly candle. So it is coming up to an area of potential resistance between this like 247 to 250 area. But it is currently in a squeeze here on the weekly chart for the first time here. So I am watching this move right here on FedEx. If it rejects around, the top of this right here, volume is like 252 point, we'll say 253. So if it can get a $10 move up to 250, 253, might look to see how it reacts, if there's any kind of rejection there for downside, because that squeeze can, if it rejects, it can start to curl downside and then break this trend line. But as of right now, it's looking very bullish. So maybe this will be the squeeze that can take it above 250, 253 for the first time right here and get a nice move back up here to the 270 area. Two other names, Visa and MasterCard. So very similar charts here, but nice bounce off of the weekly 21 EMA, but you have a potential Morningstar reversal right here. So this is a bullish reversal setup. And then at the same time, they both have gaps to fill to the upside. So for Visa, it's 263. So if it can break and hold above 263, it's got a gap fill up to about the 370 area. And then the other one again, MasterCard, same thing. Morningstar reversal setup off the weekly 21. Go to the daily, and it has a gap fill upside above 575. So if it can break above 575, then get a move up to about 585. So a $10 gap fill there on MasterCard. Let's see what. There's a bunch. I have a bunch of freaking charts. Got Visa, MasterCard, FedEx, Zeta, Meta, EL, DG, CVNA, ARM. I'm not going to cover all of those. Carvana, CVNA. Alright, so hear me out. Got a weekly shooting star up here. Right? This was the first time when I started looking at it for a short on Carvana. So it has a weekly shooting star right here. Bearish. Got a potential rising wedge right here. And it finally broke coming to the downside. And you'll see this little SR flip spot right here, which is around 328.65. So if it can break 328.65, so you can get to move down closer to the 300 psych level here on Carvana. So this is actually one of my top watches for this week for potential downside. And we'll do one more. Let's see. DG looks good. We'll do the opposite of this one actually. You flip this chart upside down, you get ticker EL on the weekly. So instead of a rising wedge, you have a falling wedge right here, and it actually got the breakout a while ago. I say a while ago. Monday, June 16th, it got, it broke the trend line back in May, but it got a nice crossover in the 9 and 21, finally back above these weekly moving averages, getting a good push to the upside now at $90. So looking for a continuation. Got a nice daily green hammer candle right there, really nice long wick. So looking if we can get a move back up here to about 92.50. Over 92.50, I'm going to see if we can get a run back up to that $100 area. So would like to see that continuation here. So really like that weekly chart for this breakout and get continuation back up to that 102.63. So again, SPY 640, 637.3. Those would be the top two. QQQs 570, 566.07. IWM was 227.50 and 223.50, and then these trend lines right here on the daily chart. And then after that was EL right here for this falling wedge reversal to the upside on the weekly. And then the rising wedge breakdown with that weekly shooting star on CVNA. And then my top two watches, again for upside, was MasterCard here for the weekly morning star reversal off the 21 EMA with the gap to fill above, and then similar chart and obviously similar name with MasterCard, Visa. So morning star reversal as well off the weekly 21, and it has a gap to fill above up there to 370. So those are the top watches for this week. Got a few other names, but those are just the ones that I'm going to cover. Hey, look, I answered your question. You said, can you look at SLV and EL? There's EL right there for you. CVNA puts are super juiced. I was checking the premiums earlier. The contracts that I want to take are like $700 to $800 a piece, and they're super far out of the money. Any of the ones that are slightly out of the money, I mean, they're like, some of them are looking like $1,000 to $1,200 a piece. Live almost 1.7k subs on the YouTube channel. Let's go. So, all right, guys. Well, that's it for me. Gonna keep this one short tonight. I am super freaking exhausted. So, and I got to go finish my movie. We started Happy Gilmore too. So, but SPY, QQQ, IWM, normal 3, Visa and MasterCard for upside this week for potential swing trade or top watch. Upside on EL as well, and then downside for CVNA. So those are the top charts. I'll get a few of those probably posted on X later on, but I posted all those charts already in the premium Discord and also to the X subscribers as well. So for the premium Discord team, I will see you guys here live in the morning in the Discord, ready to go and crush it for another week of trading. So everybody else, I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you later.